Ron Skitter, co-commentator with me tonight, Sean Esotronic. How's it, Sean?
Hi guys, how's it going? Hope we're in for a good race. Last night we had tier 2 race, not too bad. Started the race in the wet, so that was not fun, but a good race overall.
Yeah, it's a race at track. It makes for some good racing, a lot of corners, not too many straights, and the corners are just one after the other. You need to get a good rhythm. There we go. Looks like slightly overcast but dry.
I think hooking up the lap definitely requires you to get those corners right, as you said, but get a rhythm going as well.
There we go. I can hear some cars going. Looks like Josh is first out of the pits in the Alfa Romeo. There we go. Josh, first guy on the outlap. It's Q1. There are 15 drivers, so we've got full quali 1, quali 2, where we look for the top 10. And in Q3, those top 10 go for the pole position shootout. Other guys out, it's Josh. We've got Manu out on the track. I see Bob in the Mercedes, he's out as well.
And I think we have a Red Bull on track as well. Sorry, an AlphaTauri. Okay, Buerta.
That's Gia Buerta. He'll want to make things right tonight. Last week taken out in second corner, so good luck here. I hope tonight is a better one.
And I think we have a Ferrari out next of Super D, coming out of the pit.
Super D, the only Ferrari tonight. Top Dog won't be there. And I'm just following Josh as he starts his fast lap, our first flying lap for the night. Travis on the stream saying, how's it, Travis?
How's it, Travis?
And Hungary, as always, our FTR marketing guru. Welcome, Hungary.
Welcome, Hungary. Nice to have you with us again.
While Josh is on his flying lap, just finishes sector 1, but he invalidates. I'm just going to flick for a second to I'm going to call it the second Red Bull driver. We are watching Wezo. He is out on an outlap as well. Wezo standing in for our league owner, Heinrich Bester, otherwise known as Abilach. It's his birthday today. Happy birthday, Heinrich. We hope it's a great one.
Abilach.
And we hope Wezo can score you some championship points tonight as a birthday gift. So Wezo is a reserve driver. Any points he scores, as he's off the track making space for drivers coming through, Wezo will, any points he scores will only be good for championship points, sorry, for constructors points. It won't be for drivers points. Yeah, let's see who is on a lap that I can see finish. We've got Manu. Manu goes 1:59. Behind him, I think, is
very
Bob.
Quick, Ron.
Let me go find Bob. Bob crosses the line. 1:59.16. 300ths between the guys so far. Next, I think, might be here. No, Gia's in the final corner now.
Open. There's a 1:19.2. Obviously, didn't have had a bit of a moment in the lap, I'm sure.
Something went wrong there. Then we've got Jaco Nagel. No, he is starting a lap. That's what's happening there. Super D, he's the next guy to come around that final corner.
Of Super D. 1:15.1 from Super D.
That's useful. Other guy, that's Killer Bean, but he's starting a lap. And then I think we've got Josh gets a lap in 1:14.8. So reminder to everyone in Q1 how this format works if you are new to Formula 1 or FTR or the game in general. We are looking in Q1 for the top 15 drivers tonight. In our lobby we only have 15, so everyone goes through. Times are only set here for purposes of everyone getting a lap in, just a banker lap as we call it, and then we go through to Q2. Q2 is looking for the top 10. The guys who go through in top 10, if it's a dry race that is, will start on the tyre they set that fastest lap on in Q2. Q3 the top 10 then shoot out for pole, and then we have a 50% race. Sean, how many laps is that? 36?
It is 36, right? If I'm not mistaken.
36. It's a short-ish track, which is why we got so many laps to make up the race distance. I'm on board with Ronald, otherwise recently now known as Killer Bean. He goes 1:15.2, good enough for 4th. Nice lap, Ronald, looked clean enough. Let's see, I think is that Eugene.
I think Wezo hadn't set a time. I think he just retired. I don't think anything happened to him.
Yeah, not sure why. Eugene has put a time in, so he goes into the pits. That must be a Haas. Ruan somewhere on an outlap.
Ruan is on his outlap.
Shiv Master I thought was going to finish his lap, but he goes into the pits as well. So guys who haven't put a time in, Grimjaw, who is about to finish his flying lap, let's say 1:15.6. Good enough for right now for 5th. But more importantly, everyone goes through to Q2, so no issues there. Else, anyone out on the lap? Out on track is just Killer Bean finishing his in lap. He'll go into the pits and probably retire from this session. And then I think that's Ruan on an outlap.
Ruan is about to start a hot lap there, right?
Very slow on his outlap by the looks of it.
Very slow.
Ruan is obviously way more calculated at this than I am. Slides through the final corner onto the straight. DRS open, and then just before you get to the braking zone it goes downhill. Makes it for fun braking. You gotta tuck it to the right. Get a straight exit there if you can there. And immediately into the second DRS zone, a tiny DRS zone. And then a left that you just hang on and get the power on as soon as you can. Right, it's absolutely flat out. Then up the hill to this left-hander at the end of sector 1. Just have to time it really well. Easy to invalidate on the inside or the outside. And then a tricky right-hander, get the power quickly onto the chicane. You can win and lose time there. Then it's about rhythm. Flick it left, set it up for the right-hander. And then it goes flat out left, and then just a gear or two down for this right-hander. And then the final little sector, again just about rhythm. Get the power on as soon as you can, yeah. Tuck it left, tuck it in right. And that's a lap of Hungary. Where does that put Ruan? Second with a 1:14.6. So we're not shy on pace here. I suspect by Q3 we'll be looking at 1:13s. Anyone on the stream can let me know their comments. I would imagine somewhere in the low 13s at least, mid 1:13s perhaps. Let's see, Shivmeister out on track. I wanted to ask you. Yep.
What do you think we're in for quali for the Q3?
Yeah, my thought would be we're going into the 1:13s as we see Buddies gets a lap, 1:15.6. Buddies in the looking good in the Merc. His teammate Bob has put a time in. That's at 1:15.9. Guys who haven't put a lap in, Shivmeister, who is on a lap now. right on board of him for a moment. He is finishing sector 1. He'll chuck it left over that curb. Don't touch that curb there. That's a curb that makes you spin off, and then through
brave move there.
chicane. Oh, he's testing track limits as well. A Shiftmaster, first race back at FTR. Sounds like he has raced with some of the other guys in the league, so he's not a complete stranger. So welcome to Shiftmaster. Getting a lap under his belt. He's not looking completely 100% confident, Sean. I don't know how much time he had to practice this track.
Yeah, definitely, Ron. Looking a bit shaky out there on that lap. I think Codemasters was a little bit behind on my side. I only see his time up here now. 1:18.6.
Yeah, myself, it was about 10 seconds late by the end of the straight. They only gave us the time.
Yeah.
So Shiftmaster is the only guy left in the lobby. The other guys have left. They are eagerly waiting for Q2. 7 minutes left, so Shiftmaster can use this for a tiny bit of practice if he wants. He does seem to be gaining a bit of rhythm and confidence here in his second flying lap. Try watch his sector times for a bit. Yeah, not completely confident yet. He's about a tenth and a bit off himself.
Nearly 2 tenths up there on, yeah.
As that would
down,
happen.
sorry.
As that would happen if you start using these tires. And I think he'll go into the pits now. Tricky pit entry, Sean.
Very tricky, Ron. If you don't tell Jeff to come in, it's very difficult. It's a bit of a weird corner. You tend to want to go closer to the wall than what you should.
Are you mocking me for last night? Because in quali I did exactly that. Closer to the wall than I should have.
It's more than you should have. Right, so we just wait for Shiftmaster to retire and we should move over to Q2. 5 minutes left in the session. Guys on the stream, if you have someone racing tonight, is there a possibility we could get some weather update? From where we are sitting, it definitely looks like cloudy, so is it possible for rain in Q2?
Yeah, sure. Now I've just asked the guys on our Discord group as well. Maybe someone looks down at their phone for a second. Yeah, you can hit like, hit subscribe. FTR, we are here every Tuesday night at about 7:15 SA time for our Tier 2 race.
Every Wednesday, Ron?
Every Wednesday, apologies, and then every Thursday we're here for Tier 1. I see Shiftmaster's going out for another run, hopefully not using all these soft tires, but hopefully he gets his eye in.
So we have an answer from Kia Buerta that it will be a dry race. So we're still not sure on the quali at the moment, but at least we know the race will be dry.
There we go. That clears things up a bit, but it's also it means the guys can push a bit harder in the race. Typically, this is a one-stopper. If you can make the mediums hards work. The softs are very nice and sticky on this track, except I haven't found them to last very long in race conditions, so that does make it a slight interesting strategy call if you decide to go for the softs. I don't know if soft hards is a bit of a stretch, otherwise a two-stopper as well. Shivmaster seems to be starting a lap. About 3 minutes left in the session, so not too long until we go to Q2. For our viewers, there is time to go make a coffee and tell the kids to go to bed.
Yeah, Ron Shivmaster is still looking a bit uncomfortable there on his third run.
Yeah, I just missed his sector time. I didn't look to the top right hand corner quick enough, so Codemasters unfortunately doesn't leave the time up there for very long, so I didn't quite see if he was improving or anything.
We'll see now end of sector 2.
It seems to be not telling us.
Didn't even register. Getting very close to those curves, Ron. We know if you touch these curves here, it's game over.
Ooh, gets quite wide.
He is 6/10 up on his down on his time.
Yeah, let me just try see. Yeah, okay, so he's currently on. Yeah, it was a used set of softs. As you can see, he's now done two hot laps on that, as the telemetry is telling us there. Yeah, just watching comments on the stream. Hanun Ahmed says, happy birthday to Mr. Abilach. We'll miss you tonight, but enjoy your birthday. I happened to see a picture of some of his birthday gifts. Look like some very nice Red Bull shirt and Red Bull jacket. Clearly his wife knows him really, really well. Okay, a minute left in the session. Shivmaster going for one more lap. He'll only get one more lap in, and then that will be it for Q1. Yeah, not that the times are very important when everyone goes through, but yeah, guys in the 114s, Josh, Ruan and Eugene. Just behind them, Super D in the 115s, Killerbean, Burries, Grimjaw, Bob, Manu. These guys are all in the 115s. And I would say half of those guys didn't really push, so I think a lot more pace to come. Hope the guys turn it up in Q2 and Q3 when it starts mattering. And then Shivmaster, who we've been watching for a bit, ventures off track, cuts some grass. And he now retires from the session. And there we go. Yeah, like we said, all 15 drivers go through. I'm not sure why Yaku and Wezo are great out there, but we will hope to see them as well in Q2. About a half a minute to go and that lobby will load. So we know the race is dry. Don't know about quali, but it seems a bit cloudy. Maybe there's a bit of a surprise.
Surprises are always good, Rod. Makes things interesting.
There we go. Similar looking conditions, Sean. Slightly overcast, looks dry. Yeah, Sean, help me check who jumps out first.
We should be seeing the medium tyre on. Do you agree?
Yeah, I think one or two guys will try. It's definitely a track. You see, I only see 11 guys in the lobby, Sean.
I also only see 11 guys in the lobby, Ron.
So I hope we don't have too many lobby issues here. If you can just help me watch the Discord group there, Sean, see if there's any things you need to worry about. Looks like Shivmaster and Gerard Botha's out. Let's follow Gerard Botha in the Alpha Tauri. We saw him just put in a comfortable banker lap. He's trying on the mediums. I think you absolutely have to try that.
Yeah, and we have Eugene out on the mediums as well. Baris on the mediums. Oh, yeah.
He
It just made contact with the wall.
He touched the untouchable curb.
Yeah, the untouchable turn, Ron, and it seems that he has some serious wing damage.
Yeah, he will need
but
to
luckily
have
there's
that
enough time in the
replaced.
session.
Yeah, trying to see who's... I think it'll be there, Eugene, that just passes Gerard there. Eugene will be the first guy to put a hot lap in. We don't normally like to say the leading Red Bull, but tonight he is definitely that as the permanent Red Bull racer. And there we go, also on the softs, Eugene, who I would say typically gets quali pace done and dusted pretty nicely. He's on his flying lap on the mediums now. Some traffic in the first corner, but I think that is Grimjaw possibly, or no, that was Manu, but he keeps out the way. That very nicely done, Manu. And yeah, these mediums definitely something you have to practice, trying to qualify on the mediums, especially just coming from Q1 where you had the nice sticky softs, and then you jump onto the mediums and you're not quite finding the grip and the turning into the corner and getting the power on as early.
Yeah, it's not an easy tyre to light up. The softs definitely are very nice here. So Ron Shivmaster now goes first with a 117.9. I think he did struggle a bit on that lap again.
Nice improvement though, it's about a second or so faster than his Q1 time,
yeah.
So progress is always good. I'm watching Eugene, Sean, he is on the final corner. And Eugene does a
right
1:15.6. Nice pace, I think, for a medium. Manu, I think, is on a starting his run.
Lap.
Killer Bean gets a lap in on the mediums, 1:16.2. Then Buddies gets one in 1:15.6, almost matching Eugene. Let's see who's next. I think there is...
Next, I think it is... No, it's not Ruan.
Yeah, it looks like Ruan is... He's on an outlap. Behind him on track should be Grim. Grim's on an outlap. Manu hasn't put a time. He's on a hot lap, so let's watch Manu. He's in sector 2. Sure, if you can just watch Manu there for a while, see how his lap goes. I'll just be offline for 10-20 seconds, Sean.
Right, so Manu rounding the final corner. DRS open with a 1:16.5 on those mediums.
Yeah, so that's quite interesting. I'm just seeing some...
Right, so Ron is about to start a lap now.
There we go. I'll go on board with Ruan. Let's see how his lap unfolds. Ruan is, it's still showing out lap, it's invalidated anyway now.
Well, we got Grim who's about to cross the line, right?
Grim does
with a
go
115.5.
115.5 on the softs. It looks to me 115s are possible on the mediums. So the guys are definitely, they're matching their Q1 time. However, they're doing it on the mediums. Guys who haven't put a lap in yet, Josh is on an outlap Super D. Let's watch him. He's on a flying lap, also trying the mediums. Why wouldn't you? It makes so much sense. Ruan, we saw just now, appears he's on an outlap. He'll go again. Bob, I saw him coming out the pits. And then Gerard Buerta, I think he has just started a flying lap as well on the mediums. Yeah, Super D's need to find decent amount of rhythm. There we go. Hooks that corner up nicely. Purple sector 2. As I was saying, his rhythm looks so nice to that sector 2. That's the one where you need to keep it flowing. There we go. D carries a lot of corner speed into the corner entry. He gets the power on quick and a 1:15.391 on the mediums. Very nice looking lap. Let me pop to Gerard Buerta. He is in the third sector now, trying to make the medium hard strategy work. There is still time left, 7.5 minutes in the session, so anyone who hasn't put a time in, lots of time to put in. The guys who can start feeling nervous on the mediums, maybe I'd say from Killer Bean down.
Here goes 117.9 on those mediums.
Yeah, so I would say the guys in the 116s, Killer Bean, Manu, Gerard, definitely Shivmaster, they would want to come again. Let's see, there's
Ron,
Josh
we have
on track.
Ruan on a flying lap and he's just done a purple second sector.
Let's see, Ruan
about around the final corner.
Oh!
And Ruan is out of the session.
That is
overcooked it on that last corner.
11th place start for Ruan. Unfortunate, mate.
Unfortunate, Ruan.
Let's see, I think Josh was on a lap. Josh is gonna pass Ruan just now on track. It won't be any issues though. I see that Ruan's car is out the way anyway. Josh ducks it in nicely, gets the power on early, and he goes 114.8 on the medium tires.
Unbelievable.
Okay,
that's the time to chase.
And other guys that put a lap in, Bob 116.4 as well. Most of the guys leaving the session now, only 11 drivers, and Ruan has DNF or crashed out, so he will take no more part in quali, which means this is our top 10. Josh, the only guy in the 114s on mediums nogals. Then we've got Super D, Grimjaw, Eugene, and Buddies all maintaining or managing to get those 115s on the mediums. Very respectable indeed, lads. Then we've got Ronald Killerbean, Bob, Manu Dietrich, Gerard Buerta, and Shivmeister. They complete the top 10. The only top 10 starter, Shivmeister, will do it on the softs in the race, so he'll be quite punchy in the first few laps. You see Bob retiring on track, Eugene's in the pit, Grim in the pits, Shivmeister in the pits. I imagine guys will probably retire from the session now. See Sean, 114s on the medium. I don't think 113 is completely off the cards in Q3.
113s, late 113s are definitely on the cards, Ron. If they can do these times in on a medium tyre.
There we go.
And that is the end of quali 2.
Quali 2. Give us our top 10 again,
lose
Sean.
Ruan. So we've lost Ruan to the session, guys, and we have Josh, Super D, Grimjaw, Eugene, Baris, Killer Bean, Bob with a 116.4, Manu, Geerbuerta, and ending the list of top 10 is Shivmeister with a 117.9 on the softs. As we said, Ron, 114.8 for Josh, unbelievable on those mediums.
Yeah, we will. We'll see what Q3 holds. I suspect low 115s. Most of the guys in the 114s, and I'm holding out for someone to surprise me with the 113. Yeah, 113 should be very possible. I saw some of the guys time trial times this week.
I definitely think so.
Yeah, I saw what some of the guys time trial times, and definitely the 113s were in there. So I wouldn't be hell of a surprised. First guy out, Josh, no surprise. That's his strategy. He likes that. Oh, and everyone.
We have the whole train behind him. Geerbuerta, Killer Bean. We've got the Merc out of Bob. Then we have Eugene behind, sorry, I think we have Manu behind. Super D. I think in the pit still, Ron, we have Baris, we've got Manu, sorry, not Manu, Shivmeister, and Grim.
Yeah, I'm just watching the guys on their outlaps, a couple of different approaches. Some guys like to get out the way, let others go ahead, let them go. But the guy out in front, Josh, I'm going to go on board with him. Let's see how he does a lap of Hungary in the dry, in Q3, on the softs. Fuel turned all the way to max. ERS set to hot lap. This is party mode time. Tucks it into the first corner. Power on as soon as you can. Straight exit. Tuck a bit right for maybe 1,000th or 2. Brake as late as you can. Power on as early as you can. This is flat out through the section. Oh, I think he timed that left hander so nasty, so super clean. Nice and late on the brakes. Just a gear down or 2 in some of these corners. Maybe a dabber brake or 1 or 2 of them, but a nice rhythm from Josh. Seems to get the power on nice and early in every corner.
This is going to be the time to beat Ron.
Uses the curbs where he can as well. There we go. In the final corner now, our provisional pole position time about to be posted by Josh, and it's a 1:13.7.
1:13.7.
There we go. That's what we wanted. Geerbuerta with a 1:16.3.
I think he had a bit of mishap on that lap. Killer Bean with a 1:14.7. A second off Josh.
Manu as well, 1:15.3 finishes. Now Bob is next to Cross. He goes 1:14.3. Eugene just behind him, 1:14.3 as well for Eugene. Super D, my next guy across the line, 1:14.7, as we suspect most guys in the 1:14s. One superhero on a 1:13. Well done, Josh. Beautiful
Well
lap to
done,
watch
Josh.
as well. Other guys out on track.
I think we've just got Grim starting a hot lap here on.
Yeah, let's go on. Grim is typically
Anyone
the
can
other.
challenge Josh. I definitely think Grim can do that.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. They don't give us nice telemetry like you get in F1 on the Sky Sports broadcast. So we go a little bit blind
Ron,
unless you can remember.
We can only live in hope that F1 2020 will give us more features for multiplayer. 2021, sorry.
Yeah, from an aspiring commentator, I think so, definitely. There's a few bits of info we'd like to see. Purple sector for Grimjaw, that I can tell you. Come on, Grim, we are looking, please, sir, for another 113 from another driver. Yeah, someone's got to take this fight. A bit further down the line. Carries nice speed through that final corner. Gets the power on. DRS open, and it's a 114 flat.
114 flat, Ron.
Let me show you.
And we could see in sector 1, in the couple corners, you know, if we were riding on board with Josh versus Grim, we could see where Josh is keeping the power on versus where Grim lifts. You know, it's trusting the car, and it's very difficult. It's very difficult to do that, but it paid off for Josh. So we can only hope Grim will pit now and give it another go.
Yeah, I'm on board with Buddies now. He is one of the last two drivers to put a time on. Shiftmaster still in the pits. We're not sure why. He might not have that many brand new sets of soft Shiftmasters, so maybe he's saving himself just for the one run. Just go on board with Buddies with that one insane corner. A lot of speed through there. And just I'm just showing the gaps to pole. Sean, so Josh on the 113.7 like we saw. Grim was a 114 flat. That's about 3.5 tenths off the pace. That's quite a bit to make up.
It's quite a bit to make up.
Super D, half a second. Eugene, 6 tenths. Bob, 6 tenths. Those are the guys that are close-ish, I guess. And then Killer Bean is a second off Josh's pace, but he's still in the mix there. Manu 1.6, so he's a bit further back. Manu, we think you've got more there. Gerard 2.3 off the pace. Gerard, I've seen better times from him as well in time trials, so he'll get through. Burries goes through now with a, what was that time, Sean? 1:15.2.
Burries did a 1:15.2.
Come on, Burries, we know you've got a 1:14 in there as well.
Definitely.
Okay, next
and
guy.
It seems that something happened with here, or he's retired.
I think he's just retired. As we see, who is that? Eugene starts another flying lap. He's the first of the drivers, I think, in this second stint. Now, I think Manu is also out. So we'll watch Manu and Eugene. We'll see where those times go. In fact, yeah, ahead of them on track is Burries, but Burries is on his in-lap. Eugene goes purple sector 1. There we go. That is more what we want to see. Let's see how he's... Oh, takes a lot of curve through that chicane. Burries
holding on to it though, right?
Yeah, Eugene is definitely attacking it. No, he's out of it. If he's got enough fuel, he might go for another run. I'm not so sure. Let's go to Manu. What does Manu do? Ooh, Manu also had a very slow lap, so he's going again. Backed out of it at some point. Let me just see. I think Eugene's going again. Come on, Eugene. Yeah, Eugene had a purple sector 1. Sector 2, he just didn't get the rhythm going. So important. And then on the stream as well, Razor. Hello Nicholas, he's saying good evening gents, good luck tier 1.
How's it, Nick? Good to have you with us.
Yeah, trying to see who else is out on track. I think Killer Bean, there we go. Ronald's starting another lap as well. So currently on laps we've got Manu, then Eugene, then Killer Bean. These are the guys that are going to post their times. Then I think it looks like Barry's has left the pits as well. So Barry's will be doing his lap after that. Let me go to Manu as he finishes his flying lap.
Ron, to answer your question about Chivmeister, he left the session, he's just joined again. So with 2 minutes remaining, we hope that we see him out on track.
Yeah, he better get out immediately. It's about a minute and a half or so. I think, Sean, we worked out minute 40 or so to get your car out and around. Manu, by the way, does improve. Manu goes 7th with a 1:14.8. And Eugene goes half a tenth faster than himself. That's only good for 4th. And I think that is what we'll see from Eugene in this qualifying. Bob leaving the pits. I think Super D leaving the pits, but let me go to the other Merc driver. That's Buddies as he finishes his flying lap. So far 1:15.2 on 8. Can he do better this time? He starts his flying lap now. So we'll see how Burries gets along in sector 1. I think further out behind him, next driver is Grim, also starting his lap. After that it looks like Killer Bean also about to start. In fact, I think Killer Bean is already on his lap. No, it's invalidated and Killer Bean goes into the pits.
And then Manu.
Manu's going into the pits as well, Sean. Okay, Sean, tell me if you see any action out on track. Right now I'm following Buddies.
Yes, I will do that.
Buddies is on his hot lap. Let me see. Sector 2, he's got a bit of traffic ahead of him. Hopefully guys get out the way. No issues there. Thank you, Eugene, for staying out the way. I missed Buddies' sector 2 time, but he's also got Super D, but Super D will put the power down now to start his lap, so that won't cost him. If anything, maybe Buddies gets 50 meters of slipstream, and he does improve by 7 tenths. Much better. Very second nice. Lap 1:14.5. Respect, brother. That's good enough for 6th right now. Cool, let me see who's out on track. I see Grim. Oh, Grim's invalidated, so he'll slow down. Super D's on a flying lap. Super D, Sean, is half a second faster than him. No, sorry, beg your pardon. A 10th faster than himself in sector 2. So he could still improve. He could still have front row here if he gets it going. I think he lost some time in sector 2. He was 4 tenths faster than himself in sector 1. There we go, 2 tenths faster. He is looking at a 1:14 flat as well, Super D here. I'm going to keep following him. Last corner, a bit of traffic here, but I think that's Manu into the pits. And Super D does go.
Super D with a 1:13.8.
1:13.8, very nice. A tenth and a half about off the pace. That is a very good lap, Super D. Well done, mate. Nice to see.
And everyone has retired.
That's it. Sean, give us the top 10 as that pops up, please.
Right, so guys, we have Josh on pole with a 1:13.7. Well done, Josh. Super D with 1:13.8. Awesome lap, Super D. Grim in third with a 1:14 flat. After that we have Bob, Eugene, Varis with a 1:14.5, Killer Bean 1:14.7, Manu with a 1:14.8. Very, very close run. Geir Botha 1 minute 16 seconds left. I think Geir had a bit of a problem in Q3. And then Chivmeister, we did lose him in the session, so he did not set a time. On to the race.
Yeah, not sure if Chivmeister's Q1 and Q2 efforts are anything to go by. Maybe he's roughly where he would have been anyway, but yeah, unfortunately some connectivity issues, so we never got to see his lap. Hopefully everything's fine for the race, and it's actually sunny for a change. Nice and bright out in Hungary. That's the guys. What are the drivers doing right now, Sean? To any of the viewers who are new to Formula One, they are.
Right, so at the moment the drivers are prepping their car, making sure that they select the right tyre choice for the race. Obviously the guys starting above 10th place, they will get free tyre choice. Probably a one-stopper for the race run for the bottom half. I think playing the long game.
Yeah, I think everyone except for Chivmeister went through to Q3 on the softs. He was the only driver to do so, so he has to start on the softs. I suspect everyone else should be on the mediums. We are about to find out. Looks like we are being loaded in now. There we go. It's showing Burries has left the session. Let's hope we get him back. And,
Alright, so formation lap has started.
Yeah, there we go. Just confirmation. Everybody's on the mediums except for Chivmeister. Just our full starting grid. It's Josh in the Alfa Romeo. Super D, brilliant to get into the 113s as well in quali. He is in second on the mediums. Grimjaw, maybe we didn't see all of him in quali, but he did get good enough for second row in third. Next to him
Grim,
is Bob.
just to let you know, Grim backed out of his lap at the last minute and jumped in the pits run, so he must have made a mistake.
There we go. It says Burries has joined again. That's good. Eugene in fifth in the Red Bull. Just behind him, Burries, who just got back into the session. Nice to have you back, Burries. Killer Bean in seventh. You can probably watch
so
Ronald's Facebook page tomorrow.
Race.
Okay, that's seventh for Killer Bean. Manu in eighth. Gerard Botha, he is ninth. And then Chivmeister, the only starter in the house on the softs. We'll see what those look like at the start of the race. And then Ruan, we saw him crash out in Q2, but nonetheless he is 11th, the first of the guys with free tyre choice, so that's a brand new set of mediums. The mediums should take you fairly comfortably to lap 15, 16 or so. Maybe Ruan might extend that by a lap or two, and then they'll probably all jump onto the hards. Jaco Nagel, didn't see much of him in quali didn't even see much of him in Q1, I think. Either way, he is
Q1 obviously a Codemaster glitch.
But he is in 12th on brand new mediums. So is Wezo. As we said, Wezo a reserve driver for tonight, and then a new driver as well, Sean, the Teacher ZA. Welcome to the lobby, and I'm going to go to the front with Josh and Super D and Grimjaw, and I can't quite see if anything is happening. There we go. 1, 2, 3,
4, 5.
And there we go. It's go in Hungary, and it seems like the front few guys at the back, there's some wing damage. Looks like it came off a Haas. Grimjaw getting alongside by the looks of it, Super D, but he gets taken out by Eugene.
No.
I will leave that one, unfortunately, for the stewards. Not much we can do about that, but Josh is out in front. Super D is still behind him. Eugene looks like he has made it up to third. We saw Grim having a bit of a moment there. There we go. Then Shipmaster in 4th. Those softs really working well for him. He got a great start. Bob, he lost the place. He's in 5th. Then Yaku making places. Killer Bean, Weza making places. Gerard Buerta, where is he? Don't see damage or anything.
Gerard
looking good.
He's still in the same place.
And then
Grim
just
is
watching.
right on his tail.
I'm watching Grim. He's got no damage. So what he's lost is time. Let's just have a look. Gap to leader. He's lost 8 seconds. If you can get past some guys,
Wow.
there's still things to salvage here. Burries is 11th. There seems to be a bit of a gap there. So is back to Teacher and Manu. I don't see much damage, but Ruan is into the pits. Ruan has had some damage. That must be wing damage. Yeah, Codemaster's just playing some games on us here because we are riding on board a Super D. It's showing us he's in 1st place, but he's very clearly in 2nd on track. He is.
Yeah, I'm sure it will reset now. There, it's done it.
There we go. Super D is 8/10 away from Josh in front of him, and right behind him is Eugene in 3rd. Eugene had a pretty good start there. Sean, I can't see any damage on Eugene's car. No, it's strange that he had strange that he had. It looked like he had contact with Grimjaw, but I don't see anything wrong with that Red Bull.
No, there's no damage on that car.
There we go. And the front 3 are kind of creating a gap here because another 3.2 seconds back to Bob. I don't see damage by Bob either. Everything looks fine. And then another 2 seconds behind Bob, we'll find Killer Bean. And every now and then we're losing a bit of telemetry, but let's just see as the guys go through. Josh to the fastest lap, then Super D, then Eugene, then Bob, then Killer Bean, then Yaku looking nicely in 6th place. He's not far behind. Killer Bean DRS should be enabled. Is it this lap or the next lap, Sean? Probably the next lap, I think.
Yeah, it should be the next lap run, yeah.
The next lap, yeah, sorry.
But Grim is putting putting the pace down, Ron. I mean, he's worked his way up to 8th place already, right on the tail of Wezo.
Yeah, riding on board with Grim. You can just see him behind Wezo. He must be a patient Grim. We know he's got pace. He will probably get these places back. He just needs to not get too punchy behind some of the guys he has to overtake tonight. Behind him, Barry's also getting interested in this battle for 7th. And then behind him, a big gap back to Manu.
Big gap to Manu.
Gerard and DJ and Ruan and Shipmaster. We'll follow them later in the race, see how it goes. Right, now let's stick with Wezo, as he's got Grim right up his trumpet, and he has got Barry's right up his trumpet as well. They'll slipstream each other. There we go. Grim eventually has to fight a bit harder than he had to. On the outside, Wezo is not giving up. He is trying to get...
has DNF'd, Rod.
Here, Buerta, what happened? Oh no. Can't see where on track that happened.
It seems to be around the final corner.
Yeah, I can see we're about to Shipmaster on board. Halfway down the straight, we'll see Gerard Buerta.
There's yeah.
Oh, I'm not
on
sure
the
what
side of
happened.
the track on the left.
And it's not a safety car or anything. Heinrich just on the stream saying thanks for all the birthday wishes, and he's saying thanks Wezo for standing in. Well, I'll tell you what, Heinrich, Wezo is doing a good job. He's currently in 7th. He's fought off Grimjaw, and Grimjaw has even lost a place now to Burries. And Grim, in fact, he's about 2 seconds behind that, I think. Oh, wing damage. We missed some action out on track.
Oh, we missed some action.
And Grim is in the pits. Too early for the hards, I suspect. Does he just do a 2-stopper from here? It's probably still worth Sean, I think, trying the hards. We'll see now what he goes on to.
Let's see what he fits. And it is the hard tire, Ron.
There we go. May as well see how fast he can go. Sean, I'm riding on board safety car. Eugene is also out. Also on the main straight. Eugene is out. Looks like his car is all sorts of missing things. So full safety car. Now this might help Grim.
Definitely, I think he's fitted at the right time.
He's quite a bit behind some of the other guys as he passes the safety car. Grim, he might now be able to push a bit when you're sitting in the car.
Ron,
for those who don't know,
I'm not sure. Just go on board with Manu for us. I don't know if this is the reason.
No, we saw Eugene crash out. I think Manu. I don't know if Manu's thinking he has to wait for safety car or something. Something looks really suspicious. Okay, well, let's just see what happens here. Josh is in the pits, goes for the hards as well. And there he goes, behind him Super D, also on the hards. Now, interesting, Killer Bean has stayed out, so has Yaku, so they are now first and second. Wezo has stayed out, and Wezo is third. This is the almost my driver of the day as a stand-in driver. Third already. Let's see if he can carry on with his run of form here in this race. Burries, he is in fourth, hasn't stopped. And then Josh and Super D, this has worked out for them. They are 5th, 6th, 7th is Bob, 8th is Grimjaw. Grimjaw will catch up to this pack. So despite everything that happened, Sean, I think we are realistic. Leader is Josh with Super D, Bob, Grimjaw right behind them. We'll see how the top 4, Killer Bean, Yaku, Wezo and Burries do on those mediums. Sean, I'll leave the calculations to you tonight. Because there's a lot happening on track at the moment. Then we see the teacher ZA. He's a Red Bull development driver. Sean, if you can just go on to the lobby and just kick the teacher ZA for us. He's not part of our league. I'm not sure how he got in there. Okay, let me just go check some penalties. I am looking at the wrong thing. Okay, it looks like we are restarting this lobby, Sean. So I will stop the stream. You can just follow our YouTube channel. Just stay on board there. We will start a new stream as soon as the next lobby is up. We will go straight back into the race, and we will see you soon.